Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to the Fort Salem Library, where we read you your fanfiction. So sit down or don't, relax or don't, and enjoy these stories in a way you have not before. We at Fort Salem Library do not own Motherland Fort Salem or any of the related characters. The Motherland Fort Salem series is created by Elliot Lawrence and owned by Freeform. This story is a work of fanfiction and is meant for entertainment only. We are not making any profit from these stories. All rights of the original Motherland Fort Salem story belong to Freeform. We also do not own Freedom or any of its original characters and storylines. We did, however, get permission from the author to read their story. This story was created and written by fab_fan, and you can find the link in our show notes. This story is being read to you by Angela.
Freedom. It was the silence in the bedroom, the closed door a barrier to the rest of the universe, only the small space existing in the entire galaxy. The silence as she watched Willa cling to her daughter, the blackness consuming her, the window blocking out all sound. It was the silence. That's what struck Scylla as she sat there watching Riel sleep, the blonde looking peaceful for the first time since Scylla held her close while they swayed gently to the music, the brunette holding her like it was the last time she ever would. Because it was, or it had been. The necro swallowed painfully at the tears bubbling in her throat, a sob burning its way from her heart to join the fragile, tenuous control she clutched at with every ounce of her mind and soul in a choking battle, because she couldn't cry. She couldn't. Not when Riel was right there and likely to wake at any moment. Goddess, let her wake up. Not when they weren't safe. Not really. The Camarilla were still out there. Their hunters. The army. Everyone. Not when Willa. Scylla closed her eyes and forced herself to focus on her breathing. In. Out. In. Out. Tried to concentrate on the way her lungs expanded. The feel of the soft lamplit air trickle in and burrow deep down, twisting and filling, until she released what was left out in a slow, smooth stream. She had to remain calm. For Riel. For herself. For both of them. Because Willa was gone. Willa was gone. And Riel would have questions, would have thoughts and feelings, and Riel. Scylla clenched her jaw, tighter and tighter. Riel was hurt, healing. Riel, goddess, she loved her. But Scylla knew her ex, knew the emotional, stubborn, untamed woman that once nestled in her arms and whispered sweet promises in her ear. The girl who vowed to always be by her side, who said she loved her. The girl Scylla lied to. Hurt. Broke. No, not broke. Riel was strong. So strong. Powerful. She survived. She fought off the plague until Willa could heal her, sacrifice herself. Goddess. Scylla pressed her lips together. Willa told her to tell Riel that Riel was loved, that Willa loved her more than anything. How could she do that? How could she look Riel in the eye and tell her mother died, that she truly lost her this time, that there were so many lies and half-truths, but through it all, Willa loved her? Died for her. That Willa was gone. This powerful witch, leader, mentor. Someone that took Scylla under her wing, taught her so much, tasked her with bringing Riel home, to her mother. What if Scylla had listened? What if? So many what ifs. What if they'd been a step too late? Would Riel be gone? The bed empty? Would Scylla have watched the woman she loved die, unable to help her? Like she didn't help her parents back in the garage. Goddess. No, she couldn't think like that, because it didn't happen. Rael was right there. Her strong, powerful, infuriating, charming scoundrel of a fixer. She knew Rael would survive. She trusted Rael. Rael didn't trust her. Scylla understood it, accepted it. What else could she do? She had caused so much harm. But her fingers still ached to run through the blonde locks, to trace the contours of her face. Her arms ached to hold her, wrap around Rael and protect her from the world. Freedom. Freedom was Rael loving her. Freedom was being with Rael. All Scylla wanted in that singular moment was to keep Rael safe, even if that meant losing the freedom she'd longed for her entire life. Scylla sighed. She thought she knew what freedom was, what she fought for, what she killed for. She didn't. She didn't know what living was, what being alive felt like. Not until Rael smiled at her. Not until she felt this strange, new, unexpected warmth spark into existence inside her belly the second her lips tasted Rael's. Not until she found herself waking up to an arm slung low under her side, her own head tucked gently in the crook of Rael's neck, cuddled together in the small barracks bed. Scylla knew now. She knew why she was there, what she wanted. Just like she knew the very thing she wanted, Rael awake, was the most terrifying thing imaginable, because she'd have to break Rael's heart again. Tell her about Willa. She'd promised to do so, but Scylla wasn't going to leave. Not ever. Rael could scream, yell, shout, or cry. Rael could do anything to her. She would still stay by Rael's side, because Scylla swore to fight for freedom. Rael was her freedom. She would fight for Rael. Forever.
Please find the fanfiction you just listened to on Archive of Our Own and leave the author some love. Without them, this wouldn't be possible, and we want to thank them from the bottoms of our hearts for creating these amazing stories and keeping the show alive.